calling for a penalty and you missed. So that's one to kick off. You can go ahead. Good afternoon to viewers and listeners. We are here at the Stock Farm. It's the DFA Technical Center. It's a big match this afternoon, I can tell you. The CCCU Central Cooperative Credit Union locked in battle against the Petro Caribe Michel Football Club. And I can tell you that play began just about 4:18. So not many minutes gone. Just take a look, and about 8 minutes gone into the first half. Still goalless. I'm here with Delvin Esprit and Point Michel. Kind of even Steven so far. Delvin, good afternoon to you.
Well, good afternoon to you, Andy Carter, and good afternoon to the viewers of DBS Radio on our Facebook page and the YouTube. Carter, as you can see, a very interesting match this afternoon, and there's two premier teams fighting it out in the knockout of the President Cup, Carter. And we can see the spectators already build up, Carter, for a reasonable crowd for about 4:30, Carter, in the afternoon.
Yes, and I can tell you the referee on this occasion is Gabriel Caesar, and with him is Makion Maroni, number 2, assistant referee, and Sean McDonald is assistant referee number 1, with Matthew Walsh being the 4th referee. It's the President's Cup here at Stock Farm. Bright, sunny afternoon. Point Michel adorned in their orange and white, and Dublanc, they are in their blue outfits, and certainly it promises to be an exciting match here at Stock Farm. And you could hear spectators shouting that it's very hot. A shot taken, and the ball will go into touch for a throw in there to Dublanc. So the President's Cup began last week, and we had many goals scored last week. We had Wayne George Academy inflicting a 7-2 win over Buster Warner. Then we had Promex Harlem United 9-love against Fokole United. Connect 767 East Central won over Kalibishi 2-1, and Kensborough went down to the DSFC by 2-0. And then we had a big one on Thursday, where Maho Soccer Strikers inflicted a 5-1 trouncing on Tarish Pit. So today we've got 2 matches. The first one is Dublanc versus Point Michel, and a bit later, there will be Blue Waters Buffet State versus St. Joseph Football Club. So President's Cup in full swing.
Yes, Carter, and you see Alice Carter, and the opening night, Carter, of that competition, you're talking about 18 goals we scored on that opening, and go and continue from there, Carter. We're just hoping to this afternoon and going to evening, we'll see much more goals.
Corner kick to be taken by Dublanc in the center. A chance for a goal. Number 12 takes a shot. It comes off one of the defenders, still with Dublanc, gets into the 18-yard box, falls down. No call there, no referee whistle, and Dublanc, and definitely a foul on this occasion as the Point Michel player is brought down, and maybe not hearing the whistle, he was continuing play. But and the referee Gabriel Caesar seems to be taking a note. I haven't seen him issue a card yet.
Yes, he issued a card, a yellow card,
okay,
to Brian Thomas.
So Brian Thomas, the captain of the Dublanc team. Dublanc with a star-studded lineup. Jerome Burkhardt in goal. Irving Schillingford, right defense, right back. Erskine Williams, national player also. Number 24, Jaime Maxime is number 13. Giovanni Xavier, Brian Thomas, Chad Bertrand, Corbin Paul, Odell Laville, Savio Ansem, and Travis Joseph. Point Michel with the ball, tries blocked there nicely by Captain Briel. Now Savio Ansem will cross a high ball. Can number 23 get to it? No, the goalkeeper, Yawani Regis, comes out and handles the ball quite efficiently and prevents number 23, who is Odell Laville, from making any further advances. Point Michel with the ball. Passes there to number 7. Number 7 with the ball still. Takes a shot, but Burkhard, it was well directed, but Burkhard followed it nicely and got it quite clean.
Yes, he actually he kept his eyes on that ball, Carter, because that ball was swerving, Carter. Good take by Burkhard.
So, Dublanc for Travis Joseph. Number 7 still with the ball. Crosses. And the defender clears there nicely there for Point Michel. Point Michel with the ball. Nice bit of work there. Tries to get the man on the left wing, but the defender, number 6, Giovanni Xavier, does well and plays the ball back to his goalkeeper. Balls with Point Michel. The referee whistle goes for a foul once again.
And a foul on Brian Thomas, and Carter Brian Thomas will have to be very careful because he already received a yellow card.
The captain, Malachi Labad, Laquan Alphonse has watched the free kick. Making some adjustments there, making sure that, and this one is a high ball. Out comes it, and it's a goal! A goal scored there, a good free kick, high ball, and headed into the goal there. Beautiful, no chance whatsoever. And it's number 17, Bert Kazimi, a prolific goal scorer, has found the back of the net for Point Michel. Point Michel won, Dublanc.
Yes, Carter, a beautiful free kick there by the captain and curving that ball very nicely. And Bert Kazimi with his height, using his height and beating Burkhard to that ball and headed it into the empty net. Carter, good goal I thought there by Point Michel.
Brilliant stuff. Good free kick taken and a great header there by Bert Kazimi. He's a man who always gets goals, and this afternoon he has put Point Michel right on top. Petro Caribe, Point Michel 1, Dublanc 0. And I tell you, we are in for a treat here this afternoon at the Dominica Football Association Technical Center here at Stock Farm. Ball with Dublanc, finds a left back there, pushes it to Anselm, Savio Anselm, pushes it back across to number 24, Williams, national player. They've got a very good side, Dublanc, and they would want to outperform Point Michel, but Point Michel, they have different ideas and they are on top one for sure. As Dublanc with the ball, still with Dublanc, and a tackle there, preventing the advance there. It's Anselm pushes it across, gives it there to Bertrand trying to get the right winger, but the defender comes across, intercepts nicely, puts the ball into touch for a corner kick.
Very exciting football. I mean, played there with both premier teams trying to work the ball around Dublanc, trying to settle along the game. And Point Michel really applying the pressure and then really playing a man-to-man marking characteristic in football, really hustling the ball. And you can hear the spectators talking about we hustling the ball.
So 15 minutes gone, the goal coming out in the 14th minute, and we're 15 gone ahead of there, and the ball is cleared as far as it's still with Dublanc, gives it there to Brian Thomas has the ball, pushes it, tries to get the right wing, tries to chest trap, doesn't control, and down goes the player, number 13. Number 13 it is. Is it number 13?
Yes.
Number 13 for, yes, Jaim Maxim, just a few yards out of the 18-yard box, brought down there, and it will be a free kick for Dublanc.
Yes, in a very dangerous spot, Carter. I thought that Dublanc have a golden opportunity to maybe equalize at that point, but they will have to see what Urani Rage is made of. Carter, Urani Rage is making his debut as a goalkeeper, and you know that guy plays cricket and volleyball and basketball, and now showing his prowess in football.
Yes, a good athlete. Yawani Regis watches the corner, ensures that the wall is well set up, as Brian Thomas will chip and goes over the bar. trying to get to the top corner, top right corner there, but failed in his attempt.
A little too high on that occasion by Barrel Thomas.
So seeing the monitor very well this afternoon as a free kick taken there. You're listening and watching on the DBS Facebook page.
Who-
I guess on the Dominica Football Association page as well, Delvin.
Yes, Carter, and it's quite clear, and some good football playing, Carter, and Sam finding that's Chad Bertrand coming back onto the team. As you know, Chad Bertrand was listed some injuries, Carter, last year, and is back on.
Good long ball to the right wing. He tries to bring it back with his left foot, but is robbed of the ball by the left back there. Very good work. The right winger there, number 23. Number 23, Odell Lavilliers, the prolific goal scorer. At one time he played for Harlem, but now he has moved over to the Dublanc team, and they have reinforced their side with Erskine Williams, Chad Bertrand, Brian Thomas. That's a real powerhouse of a side, and they would want to get the better of Point Michel this afternoon.
And they're also the Premier League champions.
Yes, with many points last year. They really dominated football last year. As the ball crossed, not holding on to the ball, trying to get there to, it looks like Maxim, number 12, it's Corbin Paul. The ball there, flag stays down, and it was an attack there by Point Michel, a good long ball. The player was in play, not a judge offside, but in the end, he failed in his attempt, the ball beating him, and
As a matter of fact, he overran that ball, Carter. He played a little too hard. His control was a bad piece of control, I thought, by that play. If he had controlled that ball properly, Carter, it would be much more trouble for Dublanc.
So it's a corner kick to be taken over on the western side. Odell Laville, number 23 on his back. 24 is Erskine Williams, Savio Hansen, number 10. Corbin Paul, number 12. And in fact, I think the captain, Brian Thomas, has decided that he will send Odell in the middle, and he will take the
throw.
Like a throw in. So he decides to take a long throw. He's capable of throwing that ball way into the box. Long throw. Corbin Paul is attempting to take a shot, but the defender had an idea, has blocked him. Clears the ball goes out on the far side, the western end, and a tackle there, a clean tackle, and really getting the better of Chad Bertrand on this occasion. So 20 minutes gone into the first half. Point Michel leads by 1-0. Goal coming in the 14th minute through a brilliant free kick taken and converted by Bert Casimir. So a build up there, gives it to Savio Hansen just about the midfield, tries to get to Travis Joseph, ball played there to number 7 for Point Michel, going with it, number 10, kicks, and I thought he would have crossed the ball, but he decided to go for glory. Number 10, Perry Charles, and kicked it over the bar.
Carter, Point Michel playing some kind of attacking football and always look like they're threatening when they're attacking, Carter, and Dublanc will have to be very careful in terms of Point Michel really attacking and attacking with numbers.
Long ball, tries to get Maxim, gets to Maxim with the ball, finds Ansem. Ansem is tripped, must be a foul, tripped there by number 7, Dante Warrington. Dante Warrington doing the tripping there. Number 4 is Laquant Alphonse as the Point Michel players there. Number 17, Bert Casimir, the goal scorer. So our technical team doing as much as they can, trying to ensure that you get the match in perfect order. Then enough instructions, the ball heading towards the goal, curling, but the defender and a chance there for Anselm. And out comes the defender and clears the danger there. 4-point Michel. Long, nice ball. There to Dante Warrington. But number 23, Odelaville comes right back in the defense. Odelaville and Dante Warrington looks a bit dangerous for Point Michel, a Point Michel player. You see number 4 there, Laquant Alphonse will take the throw.
And Carter, Point Michel seems to be attacking in numbers. Carter realize every time they attack, they always look like they're threatening Carter.
Well, they have shown that they are not intimidated by the Dublanc team, by the names, the big names. Football is played on the field, and they intend to play as hard as possible. They know it's not an easy side they're playing against, and they have come up and they're playing quite well so far. Up 1 so far. I know the listeners, they like to keep in touch. Sometimes you're just joining in and you want to know what's the score. Delvin, tell me the score.
1-0 in favor of Point Michel. 1-0 in favor of Petro Caribe Point Michel.
That is absolutely correct. Ball played around the 18-yard box. It is with the player there, takes a long ball, gets it to the right winger, and clearing the ball, gives it to Laville. Laville turns around, tries to go right across field, trying to go right across to the left, but the ball, an outside there.
How do I reach? How do I reach?
Maroney up went the flag, and the referee obliges by blowing the whistle.
Carter, the only thing I can say is a very, very close call. And that call was a very, very close call, Carter.
Well, there's no VAR, so we'll have to go by what is on the field, what the referee and the assistant call. Goes outside, and there are some vocal
supporters and they're very close to us, Carter, and they're really letting the presence be held.
So it will be, yes, ball with number 18, Chad Bertrand, where tries to get Briar. Briar spins that, but he's robbed off it by number 9, Justin Kazimi. Still, ball trying to be had there by, and in fact, Dublanc takes a shot. The ball goes back to the defender. He tries to clear, and the ball hits a Dublanc player and goes into touch.
Yes, Carter, and you can see the fans are getting deeply involved, Carter. We can see good condition for football, and the ball really playing very nice there. Long throw on the far side, trying to find Bert. Bad piece of control there by Chad Bertrand. Bertrand in control there. Fast try to fight this. Then Dante in control there for and you have a very good left foot. You have a very dangerous left foot, Carter. And you can give a lovely ball across there when the fast is trying to find his man. But again, he beat his man very nicely. Pass it across there. There's some shot and Bocard collecting there. But Point Michel applying all type of pressure there on the Dublanc team.
A good build up there by Point Michel. Good cross by Warrington. And the shot was there, but Bocard collected quite cleanly. Not much difficulty on that occasion there for Jerome Bocard. So a build up there by Dublanc. Over on the western side, still with Dublanc, crosses, pushes it back. Corbin takes a shot and brilliantly saved there by Yawani Regis.
Oh yes, Carter. A matter of fact, the ricochet of his defender, Carter, and he threw serve to his left, Carter, and make a brilliant save there.
Indeed, that was going into the corner, and it was close to the post. This is one of the most difficult saves, and Yawani Regis effected it.
Very good piece of goalkeeping there by the youngster.
So it will be a corner kick to be taken over on the western side. We are doing the broadcast from the eastern side. And a blunder there. The goalkeeper on this occasion, what went wrong? And he missed the ball, and there was an opportunity, but he regained control, Delvin.
Yes, Carter, and we gained control. Save again by the goalkeeper, Carter. Reading the play very nicely, Regis, and making a save. And the ball has been playing, and the spectators calling for a forward. Nothing by the referee Caesar. As we see a nice pass across there to number 12. Number 12 for Dublanc. They've been hustled away there. Trying to find that man faster, trying to find Brian Thomas. Yes, to Williams. Williams, bad piece of control, and that can be trouble. Bad piece of control. And point Michel.
Good hustle there by the Dublanc players, not allowing the Kazimi. That occasion, number 9 is Justin Kazimi. Now build up there. Chad Bertrand gives it to Maxine. Maxine gives it to Corbin Paul. Paul gives it back to Bertrand. Bertrand to Brian Thomas. Tries a long ball, trying to get to Odell Laville. But out comes Regis and secures the ball for Point Michel. Point Michel 1. Dublanc nil. Just about 28 or so minutes gone into the first half. 28 minutes gone into the first half, as it will be Maxim, Jaim Maxim, number 13 for Dublanc.
And we're just seeing that the referee Gabriel Caesar going towards the bench of Point Michel, maybe going to talk to 1 2 players and telling them to just quiet down. Maybe they're giving the 4th official Matthew some kind of difficulty down there, cut on the far side. So Caesar just going to, and let his presence be felt down there, just cooling the Point Michel players on the bench.
So throw in taken. Erskine Williams has the ball, pushes it around, gives it to number 6. Number 6 is Giovanni Xavier. Gives it, tries a ball, but a long ball, but they well defended there by the Point Michel defense. Number 14, Jacques-Claude Millien, kicks it into touch for throw-in to Dublanc on the right side. Kicks it across, but the ball comes out of a defender, goes into touch. It will be a corner kick to Dublanc.
Yes, and Dublanc really looking to equalize before the first half, Carter, completed, because they really need to get a goal, Carter. They have been threatening, but again, the goalkeeper for Point Michel, Rayani Regis, have been doing a fine job, Carter, and keeping a clean sheet so far.
So as we come up to the 30th minute, Dublanc seeking to get an equalizer. It's the President's Cup 2024 here at the DFA Technical Center. Good corner kick, header taken, but no power on this one, and Regis has no difficulty whatsoever in collecting.
Easy take. That's one of the easiest take for Regis.
Well, Regis is a wicket keeper, goalkeeper, football, cricket, volleyball, any kind of a ball, Regis is involved. What an athlete. Chad Bertrand pushes it across to Ansem. Ansem back to Bertrand. Bertrand gives it to Ansem and calls for it on the left wing. Bertrand covering the left wing. Will cross, but will hit the side netting. Not a good cross whatsoever. The build-up was good, but the actual shot to get it into the center failed Bertrand on this occasion.
Yes, not getting it across the goal at all. And it was a good build-up play there by Dublanc.
31 minutes gone.
And it's a water break, Carter.
Yes, well, that's kind of a skeltering heat. You must have a water break in between. So after 31 minutes, we have a water break, and I can tell you that the score is Petro Caribe Point Michel 1 and CCCUL Dublanc 0.
And Carter, much needed water break, Carter, and we are seeing it there in the match last week. We did not see any water break, Carter. For this week, we are seeing the water break. So maybe that's a new feature in terms of the President Cup.
Yes, and much better conditions for us today. There's that big parasol, really shading us from the sun last week. I remember you having to have your towel over your head. At one time, I thought that it was an Arab there. But today, You look good with your cap, just watching the proceedings quite easily, and the people at home, they're watching it on their screen, seeing clear and good football. It's a good match so far. As we watch the Dean of Instructions getting things proper here this afternoon.
Yes, Carter. And Carter, you said quite clear. I was looking for cover last week, Carter. You described me as an Arab, Carter, but today it's very comfortable under the thing. And I want to say hats off to, to Dean and his staff for really making our presence this afternoon. The sun, as you know, Carter, from time 4 o'clock, you get sun till 6. Because we are up on the hill, Carter, going to stock farm. If you know Lumnica pretty well, you know stock farm. You know we are on the hill and we're experiencing sun from till when the sun goes down, Carter. So it's very tough.
So play will resume. We had a water break after 31 minutes. So we'll have to take that into consideration. The referee will be the one who will really decide when the half is completed. Here is Anselm, pushes a good ball and a chance there, but he allowed Odell not getting control of this one. There, Odell Laville, and the ball really going past him. And if he got control, because you know Odell is a very dangerous player.
Yes, Carter, and he not controlled properly at all, Carter.
I felt that he was trying to allow the ball to pass him and then but then the defenders will have none of it. As soon as he let the ball pass, they decided that he wouldn't really go through. So it's a free kick. It's going to be taken over on the western side. A free kick to Point Michel. The ball intercepted nicely there by the Dublanc player, number 22. Pushes it. Number 22 is Irvin Shillingford. You would be familiar with that name, Irvin Shillingford, the great Irvin Shillingford of cricket fame. But here we have Irvin Shillingford of football fame here at the Stock Farm playing field. Here is a ball and
yeah, ricochet there of Dante, and it went over the bar. Almost an own goal, Carter, there by Point Michel.
So it will be a corner kick to Dublanc. So we're approaching the end of the first half with Petro Caribe, Point Michel 1 and Dublanc yet to score 1-0 in favor of Point Michel.
And Carter, you know, it's a knockout match, so you lose and you go home today.
Ball cleared nicely there. Back to the Dublanc player. Takes a nice long ball. A header there for Travis Joseph. He fails to make contact. He's all hands up in the air there. But certainly an opportunity there for a man like Joseph.
With his experience, Carter, playing football for a very long time at that level and also the national level.
He attempted a header, but got no head onto it. So it will be a goal kick, long ball, trying to get Bert Kazimi, and shocked off the ball there. Back to Burkham, the goalkeeper, pushes it there to, and number six is Giovanni Xavier for Dublanc. The ball goes into touch for a throw in there to Petro Caribe Point Michel. So Point Michel team, they have held their own here this afternoon. A strong lineup, a strong Dublanc lineup, and they have come here with purpose, the Point Michel team, and they have held the Dublanc team so far quite well. And again, Caesar goes to the bench, isn't too pleased with something. Caesar, the referee,
and issue a yellow card.
Gabriel Caesar will have none of it. He doesn't want the players on the bench to get too involved. Bayer Thomas moves across, intercepts nicely, takes a long ball, trying to get Travis. Travis won't get to that ball, and the goalkeeper, Regis, comes out and averts any danger. Kicks the ball up, not a very good kick, but at least it gets to Warrington. Warrington turns nicely, trying to get Bert Kazimi, fails in his attempt. The ball with Savio Ansem. Good pass there to Chad Bertrand. Bertrand turns around. We'll push it back there to Maxine. Maxime gets it back to the player there, Bertrand. Bertrand gives it to Skin Williams. Williams finds Xavier. Xavier, nice pass there from Odell Laville. Cross, it deflects off a player there, Point Michel player. And number 13 there. The ball with Point Michel. Gets as far as Briar Thomas. It does not control too well on this occasion. Is robbed of it by Erskine Williams. Pushes it across to Chad Bertrand. Bertrand gives it there to Joseph. Joseph trying a one-time pass. The ball is back with Briar Thomas. Gives it to Joseph. Joseph beats his man. Shoots and
Brilliant
good work there.
goalkeeping. Brilliant goalkeeping there, Carter.
Absolutely. Yawani Regis covered his goal quite well and prevented Travis Joseph from getting a clear shot.
Oh yes, and the goalkeeper reading that play very nicely, Carter, rushing out and open up himself, Carter. And when Joseph tried to place that ball, he was ready on him and rushed on him and covered it up. A good piece of goalkeeping there, I thought, by Regis.
Excellent work by Regis. Corner kick to Dublanc. Long high ball goes to the head of Bertrand. Bertrand flips it back, still with Bertrand. Tries to turn around, and the assistant referee points to the corner flag. So it's a corner kick to be taken by Dublanc over on the western side.
Just approaching half-time, Carter.
Long ball in the center, but the tall player there defends quite well and clears the ball for Point Michel. Ball with Briar Thomas, just around the mid area, midfield. Pushes it to Xavier. Xavier gives it there to Anselm. Anselm finds Bertrand. Bertrand pushes it there to number 13, Maxime. Maxime shrugs the player off the ball, and the referee whistle goes for a foul against Maxime of Dublanc.
And Carter, the center defender there, I think the captain for the Point Michel team, having a very good match this afternoon, Carter.
So with the refreshment break, the water break, kind of lost my time in there somewhat, but I can tell you it's somewhere in the 40th minute, over 40 minutes gone. So we're approaching the halftime. Play started at 4:18, and then we had that short break, maybe just about 2 minutes. And as Dublanc mounting an attack over on the far side, Claire kicks the ball way over. Anselm on the left side has the ball, gives it to Joseph. Travis tries to turn around, gives it back to Anselm. Anselm gives it back to Bertrand. Bertrand with the ball, turns around, tries again to get the player on the left wing. The ball hits a defender, goes back to Bertrand. Bertrand gives it there to Maxime. Maxime tries to get Anselm. Anselm does well, but the defender comes and intercepts quite nicely. Kick clears, but straight to Briar Thomas. Thomas gives it to the right winger. With the ball still, tries a pass there. Bertrand with the ball, trying to hang back the ball, maybe trying to get Thomas, and the ball is cleared, but goes as far as Erskine Williams. Williams to Thomas. Thomas will find Anselm. Will he get to it? No, it's an offside call there. So trying to mount up, trying to speed up the play somewhat, Dublanc. But the score remains Point Michel 1 and Dublanc 0.
And Carter, you hear it on the far side, they saying send Dublanc home. So that means it's a knockout combination. And if you lose and you go home, if the game is tied at the end of the regulation time, we're going to extra time and then penalty kicks.
So Bert Kazimi puts Petro Caribe, Point Michel ahead in the 14th minute. And since then, we haven't seen any more goals. So it's just one goal. And Dublanc would want maybe to get an equalizer. Not maybe, they would like to get an equalizer as soon as possible. So it's a free kick taken, long ball, and Brian Thomas will come, intercepts nicely, and Bertrand leaves the ball for Laville, and the ball still with Brian Thomas, a tosser there for the ball. The Dublanc come away with it for Corbin Paul, gives it there to Travis Joseph, just outside of the 18-yard box. Travis been hustled there by the defense of Petro Caribe. Ball there with Ansem. Ansem puts the ball to his right foot, but Dante Warrington really put in some effort and prevented Ansem from getting a shot off. So the ball with Erskine Williams. Williams pushes it back to his goalkeeper Burkhardt. Burkhardt will pass it around there to Xavier. Xavier finds the man on the far side, far over in the distance on the western side. With the ball, hits the defender, ball with Point Michel. Point Michel pushes it to Warrington. Warrington with the ball, gives the ball, tries to get number 17, Butch Kazimi, and a bit of bad play there by Erskine, and the referee whistle blows. Looks like it will be a foul. In fact, a card there issued to Erskine Williams.
Yeah, late tackle, a matter of fact, and Erskine stopping a breakaway from Bert, as you call that. So he had to be issued a yellow card. Good piece of refereeing there, I thought there by Gabriel Caesar.
Well, Gabriel Caesar is one of the best we have around presently. And he's certainly on top of the action. So it looks like Dante Warrington, number 7 on his back, just in front of us there on the eastern side. It's a clear path towards the goal. Everybody leaves the goalkeeper to see the ball quite clearly. One Dublanc player gets there, a good long ball, but the referee whistle blows, and it looks like
infringement against a player of Point Michel.
Of Point Michel, yes. So it will be a free kick there to be taken there by Dublanc. Number 6, Giovanni Xavier pushes it around to Williams. Williams with the ball, the defender gives it there to number 13, Jaime Maxim. Maxim back to Williams. Williams gives it to Thomas. Thomas to Bertrand. Bertrand will keep the ball for a short while. Will bring it back to Williams. Williams gives it right back to his goalkeeper, Burkhardt. And the ball being played in the Dublanc's half at present. Back to Chad Bertrand, gives it way over on the western side, pushes it down to the right wing, tries to make a long run, has the better of the defender, but here comes the defender and clears. So good work there done by Point Michel, defending with all their might.
Oh yes, and they're really defending there, and they won up, Carter.
Importantly, one goal is the difference. So the ball there with number 13, Jaime Maxim tries to get and he tries to give a chest pass, but he fails in an attempt. A build up there, a mountain of an attack there, but intercepted nicely there by the Dublanc player. Chance there, but out comes Regis. Comes out quickly, and Ansem was making a rush there, but Regis reading the play quite well, came out and averted any danger.
Yes, Carter, and the Regis, the goalkeeper, seems to be in very good form, Carter, this afternoon, Carter. Reading the game very nicely and really rushing out.
Very important to read the game as the goalkeeper. And out comes the defender, clears the ball, and it will be number 13, Maxim. Maxim throws to Williams. Williams gives it back to Maxim. Maxim on the left side. Looks around, gives it to Bertrand. Bertrand spins around, gives it to Thomas. Thomas with the ball, pushes it right across to his right wing. An opportunity there, but he fails in his attempt. Number 22, Irving Shillingford. And he trips the player, and the referee whistle goes for a foul against Irving Shillingford.
And a card also, Carter. Caesar not wasting no time, Carter. Issue a yellow card to Shillingford.
So in a no nonsense mood is Gabriel Caesar.
I think, Carter, maybe that's the fifth card for the afternoon so far.
So the officials, Gabriel Caesar, Sean McDonald, Makion Maroney, with Matthew Walsh as the fourth official. So we approach the end of the first half with Point Michel holding on to their lead, a lead which they achieved in the 14th minute of play through a brilliant goal by Bud Kazimi. It was a free kick, high up, he headed it, and Burkham had absolutely no chance whatsoever in making a save. Long ball for Point Michel, played there by Xavier, and into touch for a throw in there to Point Michel.
And the crowd that built up very nicely, Carter. You can watch around and you can see a reasonable crowd for a 4 o'clock game, Carter. So the crowd have really showed up, and it's two premier teams, Carter. So they're really fighting it all. And Port Michel playing for a lot of confidence, Carter, this afternoon.
So just about maybe 43 minutes or so gone into the first half. Good long ball headed away there by Brian Thomas to give Point Michel a corner kick. And it looks like Warrington going over to the western end of the ground to take that corner kick. They can take their time now. They've got the lead. There's no need to rush unless Caesar really prompts them that they should get on with the game. Good long ball, and just overheating it somewhat as the referee whistle goes. The end of the first half. A first half which we saw a lot of football, but Dublanc failing to convert. The only side to convert, Petro Caribe Point Michel, converting in the 14th minute through Bert Kazimi, a brilliant header by Kazimi, and that's the difference between the two sides. Point Michel won, Dublanc nil at halftime.
Yes, Carter, very interesting half, you can see. And Carter, the goalkeeper, Regis, really keeping Point Michel in that game.
Most definitely. He had some excellent saves. He read the game well, and he really prevented them from getting the equalizer. And we all anticipate a good second half because goals have been raining here at the DFA Technical Center. Last week we had 18 goals quickly, and today just one so far. So we await the second half. So rejoin us when we come back in the second half.
Welcome back to the training center in Stock Farm as we're going to resume the second half of the interesting football match between Petro Caribe Point Michel and Dublanc United. And Carter, we can tell you that the score so far is 1-0 in favor of Point Michel. We can see the crowd have built up tremendously. We can see a very good crowd at hand to witness that match. And it's two premier teams, Carter. And as you know, that is the President Cup. The winner move on, the loser go home. And Dublanc under all type of pressure as the Premier League champions. They done one, Carter, and they hopefully they have to try to equalize before Point Michel go up 2. Because if Point Michel go up 2 before Dublanc equalize, Carter, it can be a different situation for the Premier League champions.
Indeed. And welcome back. We're about to see the commencement of the second half of play. I can tell you that on Thursday, the Maho Soccer Strikers, they won over Tarish Pit by 5-1. Last week we had a goal fest with Wayne George Academy trouncing the Boston Warriors by 7-2. Promex Harlem United trounced the Fokole United by 9-0. 767 East Central won over Kalibishi by 2-1, and the DSFC won over Kensborough by 2-0. So today we have the Central Cooperative Credit Union Dublanc locked in battle against the Petro Caribe Point Michel. Scores at halftime: Petro Caribe Point Michel 1, Dublanc 0. The second match will see Blue Waters Bath State come up against St. Joseph. And tomorrow at Portsmouth there will be Glanville Football Club versus the Northside Football Club. That will be at Benjamin Park in Portsmouth. And then right here at the DFA Technical Center, it will be the CDBF Police versus the RC Doctors. The RC Doctors, Rivier Cyric Doctors. And the second match will be Collier versus the Sagico Southeast.
So Collier making the debut, Carter, Collier in the President's Cup.
Yes, so remember the first round is the round of 32. You win, you go on, you lose, and you go home. So we're about to see the commencement of the second half. Gabriel Caesar, the referee, the man in charge, looks at his watch. See, it's exactly 5:24. Take a note of that. So play on the way here at Stock Farm. Bertrand with the ball for Dublanc. Dublanc on this occasion kicking up towards the northern end. Point Michel kicking towards the southern end as the ball kicked up into the 18-yard box. Out comes Regis, and once again is on top of the action, gathering quite easily and cleanly. Ball with Warrington for Point Michel, tries to get the ball across to his right wing. The ball is with Corbin Paul, makes a lovely bit of turn in there, gives it to Bertrand. Bertrand will allow it to go to Ansem, and Ansem misses the ball. A simple pass, and Ansem not focused as well as he ought to be. The ball beats him and goes into touch for a throw-in to Point Michel. Point Michel with the ball. Pushes it back to number 12. Number 12 to Bud Kazimi. Kazimi tries a one-timer. Number 12 is Malachi Labad for Point Michel. Long ball, and Jerome Bukad will come out, and he has the ball, rolls it there to Xavier. The ball goes to Bud Kazimi, the dangerous Bud Kazimi. Tries to get back, to Kazimi for 1-2, but he fails in his attempt, and Bukad comes out, clears the ball, throws the ball straight to Ansem. Ansem gives Bertrand the ball. He breaks into the 18-yard box, crosses the ball, tries to get to his man there, Travis Joseph, but the defender did quite well and averted the danger.
Yes, good play on the right flank there by Dublanc, and the defender, the captain for Point Michel, reading that play very nice and having a very good match, the captain for Point Michel team.
So it looks like
a throw-in? Yes, a long throw.
A throw-in. Dublanc headed away, kicked away. Good clearance for the moment. Gives it back there to Bertrand. Bertrand trying to get past Warrington. Gets it into the center. A chance there. Shot taken. And the ball goes over the crossbar. But certainly a golden opportunity for Dublanc to equalize.
Odi Laville getting that opportunity, Carter, and making a hash out of it, Carter. Matter of fact, not leaning over the ball at all, and the ball was actually climbing over the crossbar.
But he was clear, he was open. The pass was a good one to him. It fell on his boots, and he failed in his attempt. Long clearance there by Point Michel. Up goes Kazimi, gets the header in. Tall man is Kazimi. Pushes it there. And Erskine Williams has it. He loses it. A ball in the center. And my goodness me. What a miss there by Kazimi. All the good work was done. Erskine Williams lost the ball. The player over on the right side got the ball in the center, and Kazimi, all he had to do was find the back of the net, and he failed to do so.
Yes, Carter, he had a good opportunity. As a matter of fact, he could control that ball. He had all the time in the world to control that ball, but he went straight away for the volley.
Fred Bertrand goes there to Shillingford. Shillingford tries to back heel. The ball now is with Petro Caribe. Point Michel through Warrington. Takes a nice long left footer, but no one very close to the ball, and it only goes straight to goalkeeper Buchan. Play mounted up by Brian Thomas over on the left side. Gives it to Laville, and the flag goes up. Odell Laville judge offside. Long ball taken by Point Michel. Tries to get the tall Bert Kazimi. Ball with Bertrand once again. Paul gave it to Bertrand. Tries to give it back there to Paul. Ball intercepted nicely by Point Michel. And there's a tussle between the two players. And the referee whistle goes for a foul against Dublanc.
A foul against Brian Thomas, the captain of the national team, and Dublanc under all types of pressure there so far. Just in about 3 or 4 minutes gone in the second half, Carter.
So 5 minutes of play in the second half has been completed. Number 2. Marcus Bredas, the captain, takes a long ball, try to get Warrington, is cleared, a high ball. Bertrand, Warrington, and the play ball goes way up into the bleachers there, and we can see that there's a good crowd on under Esprit. Good colorful crowd, sun beating down on them, but they won't move. They've got their umbrellas, they're well posted, and they are quite vocal, I must add.
Oh yes, very vocal, and so they're supporting their teams and making it quite clear.
Dublanc mounting an attack for Bertrand, beats his man nicely, still with the ball. Bertrand still tries to get his man who was Laville. Laville was already retreating, tries to turn, tries to beat the defender. The ball comes off the defender and it goes into touch for a throw-in to Dublanc.
And Marcus Brady playing a very good match there for the Point Michel to defend instantly as the captain of the team.
Good ball, gets Anselm Antrams, try to get Joseph. Defended there, still in the danger area, still in the 18-yard box. Dublanc in control of the ball, gets Paul. Paul back here, gives it to Tom. And a brilliant goal! An absolutely magnificent goal. Paul getting it to Brian Thomas. And Brian Thomas hitting superbly and beating Regis. And that is a truly magnificent goal, Esprit.
Yes, Carter, brilliant goal. A matter of fact, Brian Thomas had all the time in the world, and so the defenders laying back and giving Brian Thomas, one of the players that like to take the shot outside the box, and give him opportunity, and a brilliant shot in the far corner. 1 up for Dublanc. 1 all.
Well, that shot, that goal has the crowd humming, because that was man, choose taking a word from one of the spectators. That was a rocket, and indeed it was. What a shot! Brilliant by Brian Thomas. As soon as Paul hung that ball back, you could see the danger of it. Warrington pushes it and gets as far as Erskine Williams. Williams still with the ball, pushes it to Bertrand. Bertrand back, gives it to Thomas. Thomas tries to get to Irvin Shillingford, and the ball goes into touch for a throw-in to Point Michel. Number 12, Malachi Labad, and out comes Burkhard, and does quite well. He is a national goalkeeper, and he had a clean slate in one of his matches when Glenson Prince did not do the goalkeeping services, and Burkhard put on a good show for Dominica. Bertrand with the ball once again, and you can see Dublanc playing with purpose now. Gives it back to Bertrand. Bertrand with having Shillingford on the right wing. Can he get onto it? But he kicks, just unsighted by some of the spectators. They are excited. I am unsighted. But they seem to be enjoying themselves, and you can't take their joy from them at all.
Not at all, Carter. They really having a fine time, and they're really enjoying the atmosphere, Carter.
Maybe at one time the camera will flash on them. It's just a matter of time before we get the crowd and see exactly what we're talking about. So it will be, looks like it's throw-in over on the western side of the field by Point Michel. Point Michel with the ball scores the lock at 1 all. Goal in the first half by Bud Kazimi, the equalizer by Brian Thomas. Warrington gets into the 18-yard box, takes a shot, a good diving save there by Burkhard. Brilliant there by Burkhard. Ball hit across the goal. Burkhard dived full length to his left and effected the save. He did not gather cleanly, but I am sure he prevented the ball from going into the path of a Point Michel player.
Yes, as a matter of fact, he made the first save, and then Bert Kazimi was coming there and getting a clear opportunity, and Burkhard really using his experience there as a goalkeeper and rushing on Kazimi. And in the end, we hope that the both players are okay, Carter. We've seen that the medics coming across there to give some attention. Very exciting football, Carter. We can see the crowd have built up tremendously. We can tell you, if you estimate the crowd, Carter, we have a very good crowd there at hand. Witnessing maybe they want to see some penalty shootouts, Carter.
Well, two of the best teams, two premier teams playing there today. And we're seeing good football. 1 all is the score. A great goalkeeping, both by Regis and by Burkhard. And I can tell you that was a truly magnificent save there by Burkhard. Diving to his left, preventing the ball from getting past him, and he came up quickly and prevented Bert Kazimi from getting the second goal. Here is the ball, a corner kick taken by Point Michel, cleared away. The ball with Point Michel through number 14. Number 14 for Point Michel is Jacques-Claude Millier. Jacques-Claude Millier, and he kicked the ball up. It will be a throw-in. He was trying to get to Dante Warrington. So Point Michel with a throw-in over on the western side. We are doing the broadcast on the eastern side. We've got a team of competent cameramen doing their job. And it will be interesting to note, but we won't call any names at this point in time. But doing a fantastic job so far, getting into the camera work. Here is a ball still over on the western side, and the flag goes up. It will be another throw-in. Still to Petro Caribe Point Michel. After that magnificent save, they have kept the ball in the Dublanc territory. Long throw, Bert Kazimi, tall Bert Kazimi, headed away, further down. Number 2 clears the ball, kicks the ball up, and number 2 there, the captain, Marcus Bridas, kicking the ball, and it goes into touch for a goal kick to Dublanc.
Yes, Carter and Carter, both teams really pressing to get that go-away goal back. As you know, the score is 1-1, Carter. And the Dublanc team rely heavily on Brian Thomas scoring goals for them. The other players will have to step up because Brian Thomas seems to be scoring the majority of the goals for Dublanc, and the other players will have to step up.
Well, it's 13 minutes gone into the second half. Up goes Travis Joseph, heads, gives it quickly back to number 13 there. Number 13 is Maxime, and the referee whistle blows there. It's going to be a free kick. One of the Point Michel player, one of them, Dong.
Yes, a slight injury.
We haven't seen the medics running onto the field as yet.
Yes, there's a medics there.
The medics there already. Well, that was pretty quick. And it's doing the spraying. Spray affected there. I can tell you that the crowd is a very good one. The people very appreciative of the football. The President's Cup beginning last week. We had games on Saturday and Sunday, and a game on Thursday. And now today, a doubleheader. Tomorrow is a doubleheader at the DFA Technical Center. And over at Benjamin Park, there will be one game. So number 4 it is Laquent Alphonse going down to get some attention. Further attention, I may add, is are they going to make a sub? Most likely it looks like a sub. They're warming up a sub. Play continues. Odell Laville, but he's robbed of the ball by Warrington. Warrington trying to beat, but he's brought down. The crowd is shouting for a foul, and it's indeed a foul.
And Carter, the crowd really enjoying it, and the referee under all sorts of pressure there. And I can tell if they were very close to the referee, maybe a card might be issued, Carter.
So it looks like Bridas will take the free kick. Long ball, tries to get Bert's ball headed away there and goes into the safe hands there of Burkhard. Burkhard will clear, kick upfield, tries to get Paul. Paul heads away, gets the man far, takes a shot, tries to curl the ball to Joseph. I saw what he was really trying, but in the end, the ball going straight to the goalkeeper, Regis. Long ball. Looks like Xavier. Ball. Odell Laville. Brought down there by number 12, Malachi Labad on Odell Laville. And the referee, Caesar, calling a foul there on Malachi. Malachi Labad is. So Thomas passes it right across to his left winger. Will take a shot. The ball will deflect off a defender. Defender tries but doesn't clear as well as he ought to. But Kazimi is with the ball, finds the man, and one timer, but it isn't too good at all. The ball goes into touch for throw-in.
Yeah, and the idea was a good idea. The one-time pass was a good idea, but not play that ball cleanly at all, and the ball just spliced off his right foot. And maybe a substitution. Let's see if it's a substitution or the player coming back onto the field. I think the player coming back onto the field, yes.
So 17 minutes gone into the second half. The equalizer coming in the 7th minute of the second half. So 45 and 7, 52nd minute of play, when Brian Thomas found the back of the net with a superb drive, and really Regis, the goalkeeper, stood absolutely no chance whatsoever. Ball with Bertrand. Bertrand kicks it right across to Shillingford. Shillingford tries to get to Laville. He successfully does so. Is calling for a foul. Play on, says the referee. Warrington for Point Michel with the ball. Long ball. Trying to get to the man way on the right wing there for Point Michel. And the ball goes into touch.
It wasn't a bad idea at all because the player that was making the run was in an offside position, so he held the ball back Carter before he actually played the ball across.
So Burkan, the goalkeeper, was going to give a short pass, decides against it, summons his men to go back, and takes a long kick, tries to get Travis Joseph, but the ball will trickle into the 18-yard box where Regis will collect comfortably. Gives it to Bridas. Bridas takes a long ball there, gets but Kazimi. Kazimi gives it there to Perry Charles. Charles to Warrington. Good build up. We'll go into a chance there, but out comes Burkan. And again, brilliant work there by Burkan. This one had a goal written all over it. Burkan read the play well and came out and really tackled well.
Yes, Carter, and Carter, both goalkeepers having a good afternoon so far, Carter. Both Burkan and Regis there really saving the day for the team. 1-1 we can say still, Carter.
Yes, 19 minutes gone and a player down once again. The medic is out there and attending to the player. Looks like number 10, Perry Charles for Point Michel. And he has to go down. He's going off the field, I should say. Perry Charles. So most of the injuries coming to the Point Michel players. I remember one person was remarking that fitness would be the decider in this match.
Oh yes, key.
And the Dublanc team, mostly national players, certainly they're not wanting for fitness, and they're right on top of the action. 1-1 the score. Point Michel and Dublanc locked in battle here at Stock Farm. President's Cup. Win and move on. Lose and go home. Ball moving around beautifully. Paul with the ball will find Irvin Shillingford right across on the right side. Finds Laville tries to get the ball inside. Ball deflects off a defender. The ball is cleared by the player there. Number 10 is still there. Perry Charles is on the field. Gives it to But Kazimi. Kazimi beats his man nicely. And Shillingford brings him down. And I'm sure that the referee, Gabriel Caesar, will have much to say about that tackle there by Shillingford.
And I can tell you, he can be a very, very fortunate player not getting a yellow card and maybe getting a red, because maybe he's one of the players that have been booked, Carter. So the referee giving him opportunity and so on to continue, because that tackle there deserves of a yellow card, and very fortunate to be on the field, Carter.
Indeed, indeed. I think he's one of the players who already has a yellow card, and had another yellow card been issued to him, it would be an automatic red card. But Caesar may be a bit lenient on this occasion. So number 2 is Marcus Bridas, the captain of Point Michel team, with the free kick. Just a 2-man wall. Burkard is there with his bright orange and his green gloves. Bridas takes a long ball, but Kazimi comes in, a tall man, trying to get the better of Burkard. Burkard gets a hand onto it, but the ball goes into touch for a goal kick to Point Michel.
No, a corner kick.
A corner kick, sorry, to Point Michel.
Yeah, and Bert, he seems to be targeting Bert with those free kicks there, because you know Bert have the kind of a height and the jumping ability to jump Burkard.
So Warrington over on the west side, he will use a left footer there. Let's see it. A good curling one. Headed away nicely there by the defender. Charging going on. Number 12 pushes it around, but the ball is now with Odell Laville. And he's charged off the ball. Number 10, Perry Charles. Ball with Bertrand. Bertrand pushes it, gets it back. Good tackle there by Millier. And Laville gets the better of it. Goes into the 18-yard box. A chance for a goal. And out comes. And the defender got clipped there. But the referee did not take notice of it. And the play continues. Now he stops play. But certainly the defender coming in there and was clipped. The ball, he must be getting his ankle or thereabout, and he went down. But the referee, it went unnoticed until now when he realizes that the player is down.
Yeah, and that's Brady, the captain of the Point Michel team, having a very good match there, that young player there from Point Michel.
So Marcus Bridas it is. And certainly he really came in there because it was a danger. It was really threatening the goalkeeper Regis on that occasion, and it was well done work there done by Bridas.
And you can see tired legs from Point Michel, because that player, they lost that ball. They should have never lost that ball, Carter, because you could see the players from Point Michel showing the tiredness in terms of the second half, and they really have to play a little slower, because the atmosphere there this afternoon is tremendous of football, I can tell you. And normally the guys play football at 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the night. But coming today at 4 o'clock is a different situation, Carter, altogether.
So 24 minutes gone into the second half. Scores locked in at CCCU 1 and Petro Caribe 1. Is the President's Cup here at the DFA Technical Center at Stock Farm. Bright sunny conditions. No problems whatsoever. Players moving around. Brian Thomas with the ball, pushes it to Vin Shillingford. Shillingford gets Bertrand. Bertrand will move around, tries to turn to his right again, tries a cross, but out comes Millier. Millier is a solid defender, and the chance there, but straight to the goalkeeper. Travis Joseph got an opportunity just about the 6-yard box. He poked at it, but straight to goalkeeper Regis. And a chance there! And is it a goal? The Dublanc players, they have their hand up. No goal signaled yet. Cleared, but a comedy of errors there by Point Michel. And they're fortunate to have got away with this one there, Delvin.
Opportunity there for Dublanc, and the chances are coming, but again Regis to the rescue there, and Regis having a fantastic match this afternoon. The goalkeeper there for the Point Michel team, Regis having a fine afternoon, Carter, you can see.
But he almost gave one away in the last ball. He actually gave the ball back to Dublanc. Unfortunately for him, Dublanc, the players, their hands were up. They felt that the ball had crossed the line. Not so the assistant referee, neither the referee. So play goes on. 1-1. Irvin Shillingford takes a shot, and the goalkeeper Regis will allow it to go into touch for a goal kick.
What a football match we're having in the President Cup. Dublanc and Point Michel locked in battle, 1-1. And Carter, the person that get the go-ahead goal might just be favored this afternoon. And the chances are coming on both ends of the field.
26 minutes gone. 1-1 is the score. President's Cup. You win and you move on. You lose and you go home. It's a knockout competition. As the ball pushed into touch, looks like it will be a throw in there. Laville with the ball, he will give it there to Irvin Shillingford. Shillingford with a throw. Tries to get Bertrand. Bertrand trying his best to get the ball in the center. He fails in his attempt. The ball comes off defender. And now Laville has the ball. Gets it into the center. A brilliant header there by Millier. averts the danger, and Warrington clears, and the ball goes into touch. But diving header there by Millian. He has been defending, quite stern defense there by Millian. Jacques-Claude Millian is his name. And living up to that name, you remember Jacques-Claude Van Damme, but that one is Jacques-Claude Millian. And he really putting on a show.
Defending all his goals, Carter, really, and Point Michel really defending there because he raids after raids from Dublanc, but not finding the back of the nets.
So it will be a throw-in over on the far side, the western side. A throw-in there to Point Michel. Petro Caribe Point Michel 1. Central Cooperative Credit Union 1. Goal scored by Point Michel in the 14th minute through Bert Kazimi. And a brilliant equalizer in the second half, the 7th minute of second half by Brian Thomas. Ball with Point Michel, the ball goes into touch. It will be a throw in there to Dublanc. Long throw, tries to get to Travis Joseph over on the far side. Rolls the ball back. There looks like Anselm, but the ball goes into touch. And it will be throwing a little bit of confusion. In fact, it is a throw-in to Dublanc. In fact, no. A bit of confusion there. Each player trying to own the ball, but the referee has the final say. As we see once again, Point Michel player is down.
And Carter, if you realize that the substitute player, maybe the teams haven't made any type of substitution, so we're going to see one substitution now. I think Point Michel going to make a substitution, first substitution for the game, Carter.
So number 5 it is. Number 5, Daniel Dupini. Daniel Dupini is going off the field. Try to recognize the number who is coming on. Can't get it as yet. But I can tell you for sure that Dupini is off. And here comes the player coming in to replace Dupini. Just as soon as he turns and I can get his number, I will be able to exactly tell you. It looks like number 8. So number 8, what's his name? Josan Lendo has come in to replace Dupini. Throw taken on the far side by Point Michel. The ball headed there, but Millier comes out, takes a left footer, controlled there by Bert Kazimi, and a good run there, but not getting the ball to Perry Charles there. Attempting to get it to Perry Charles, number 12, Malachi Labad, but he failed in his attempt. The ball now with Bridas. Bridas gives it to Warrington. Warrington turns around, gets it to Bert Kazimi. Kazimi still with the ball. Three men converge on him, and he's pushed down by, in the opinion of the referee there, by Bertrand. And once again, Bert Kazimi is down. Does he require any attention? No. He stands up on his own. No medic required on this occasion.
And Carter, what a match we have there, Carter. And the crowd has definitely involved in the game, Carter.
31 minutes gone. Scores locked at 1-1. Good right booter by Warrington. Berkham comes out, punches well, and gives the ball there to Bertrand. Bertrand for Dublanc, spins around, gives the ball to Brian Thomas. Thomas with the ball. Good work there by Thomas, the captain. Pushes it there to Xavier. Xavier gets the man over on the far side. Anselm still with the ball, loses the ball now, and the referee whistle blows. Looks like a foul against Point Michel. So 32 minutes gone. As Travis Joseph over on the left side loses the ball, a long ball. There number 6 for Giovanni Xavier passes it around to Williams. Williams will take a long ball, will try to get Bertrand. Bertrand controls the ball, still hustled there by number 12, but he kicks and he kicks. Not a good one at all. Should have really tried to get it into the center, but he kicked the ball and out over the bar for a goal kick to Point Michel.
And you can see some tired legs, Carter, on the field, Carter, for Point Michel, the defenders.
I remember a spectator saying that that game would come down to survival of the fittest, and it's proven to be. As Bertrand with the ball just around center field, gives it there to number 15. So there are new players. And there a card is issued. There's a number 15 there now for Dublanc. Pachenko is on the field, number 15. And Dublanc with Tristan Shillingford. So Dublanc, they have made some subs. They have dropped Irving Shillingford, and they have brought in Tristan Shillingford over on the right back. Tristan right in front of us there.
Number 8.
Number 8. And they have brought in number 15, Pachenko. Pachenko Dinhinho. I have to just stick with Pachenko. Because I know him, he's a barber in the city. And I'm familiar with Pachenko. So I'll just stick to Pachenko.
Well, you have to stick to something, Carter.
I must. So, a free kick there. Xavier will take it for Dublanc. We're coming down to the end of this match. That's 34 minutes gone. Still locked in at 1-1. Shillingford gives it to Thomas. Thomas gives it there to Odell Laville. Laville tries a fancy turn. Still ball in play. The two players spinning around. And in the end, the assistant referee with flag goes up. So it will be a throw-in. Throw-in to Dublanc. Taken there by Brian Thomas. Takes a long run. His intention is to get it into the 6-yard box. He gets it there into the 6-yard box. Casimir heads it out. Brian Thomas will take a one-timer. The ball will be with Laville. Laville tries to beat one. He doesn't get past 2. The ball now with number 2. Gives it there to Warrington. But out comes Xavier and really intercepts the ball quite beautifully there. Ball was number 12, Labad, was trying to get to Warrington. So Casimir with a tackle. But the ball now with Joseph. Joseph for Dublanc in the 18-yard box. Takes a shot, but they side netting.
Carter, a lot of what you call tired players on the field, Carter, their mind, their level of concentration, you can see it. He actually passed the ball for the Dublanc player, Carter. And Carter, it tells in the hot sun that the Point Michel players are extremely tired and the Dublanc players working their way, but they still keeping that 1-0, that 1-1, Carter.
I felt that Joseph should have tried to get the ball across the goal, but he tried to go for glory, trying to get the winning goal maybe. As the ball goes into touch once again, it will be a throw in there to Point Michel. 36 minutes gone into the second half. Number 6, Kiwan Tuse, 4 Point Michel. Belocked player, giving some instructions to his players. Let's see his throw. Long throw. Gets Casimir. Casimir gets a head onto it. But it's still with Point Michel. But here comes Bertrand. Heading, trying to get Joseph. Ball going up and down. Long ball. Bertrand with a chance. Can he control? He gets the ball. Goes down to the line there. And Joseph not getting hold of it. A bit of slow work there by number 6 for Point Michel. Number 6, Tuse. Ball with Bertrand. Gives it to Laville. Finds Savio Anselm. Anselm will pass it back to Bertrand. Bertrand will give it there to Brian Thomas. Thomas going down to the right line. And the ball goes into touch for a throw in once again to Dublanc. So 38 minutes gone into the second half.
A long throw, Carter. The normal long throw from Barrel Thomas.
Long ball headed in, a bicycle kick, and a goal! A goal scored there in the 39th minute. 39th minute of the second half. Number 13, Jaime Maxim, gets the go-ahead goal for Dublanc.
Yes, Carter. The go-ahead goal there by Jaime Max, and you can see a tired Point Michel team there, the defenders. Extremely tired team, Carter, and Dublanc really taking advantage of some tired defenders there. And you can see the level of concentration from the defenders, Carter. 2 up to Dublanc.
Yes, the ball was being played there, throw in by Thomas. The ball got into the center, and the player converging on the ball from the left side, Maxim, and he slotted the ball in and put in the CCCU Dublanc on top now, 2 goals to 1.
And not much time to play, Carter, just about 7 minutes.
59, yeah, just about 6 more minutes or so. Just about six or so minutes.
And some extra time at the time?
Yes, because we had some stoppages. So Dublanc, after conceding the first goal, they equalized, and now they are ahead. Burkhardt clears the ball. We could see the purpose there of Chad Bertrand and Brian Thomas controlling the midfield. Good long ball, gives it to Laville. Laville gets the ball across, and here was Ansem coming in from the left side. That seems to be the ploy, to get the ball from the right, get it across to the left, and see if the player on the left can get the ball in. But Travis Joseph, he hasn't had the best of matches so far. Had he got a good match, we maybe would have seen more goals. But that's how the game goes. Neither he nor the Laville really performed at their potential, and that's how it is. So a free kick to be taken for Dublanc. Sun going down over in the west. Can remind you that is the President's Cup. This is the second weekend of the President's Cup. Here is the DFA Technical Center at Stock Farm. Second half began just about 24, so I make it 40 minutes gone. 41 minutes now gone into the second half. So time slowly ticking away. And the Point Michel, yes, and the crowd there, seen there, you can see the colorful crowd. They're watching this game quite intensely. It's a good crowd on.
Oh, yes.
They're all about the cameraman giving us a view. Some with their power saws as the sun goes down. Very good work there done in showing this crowd all sorts of figures, figuratively speaking. And it's really a sight to behold here at Stock Farm. So play held up for a while. The sun hitting us right now, but we do not mind. We know in a short while it will totally disappear and everything will be cool. It has already become very cool because we are getting some hot sun.
But what's the hold up, Carter?
Well, I'm not too sure. I'm
not seeing any substitution.
A player seems to have got a red card, and a Point Michel player, and they are waiting that he leaves the area completely. So Caesar has held up things, so that will put a bit of extra time.
And give Point Michel defenders some rest, because they need that rest, Carter.
But I dare say that Dublanc will want to add some more to their scoreline. They have 2 goals up. The dying moments of this match, good crowd on hand, a good match we have had. Point Michel, they fought well, but their fitness seems to have been the issue with them. A lot of the players, when they got hit, they got cramped, and they have got to wait. They are waiting that when the player leaves the compound entirely. So it looks like, can we get on with it? Referee, is he satisfied now? He will blow the whistle in a short while. He is satisfied that the player has left the area completely. So free kick taken by Dublanc, and a powerful shot, but the power was good, the direction was poor, and all it has turned out to be a goal kick to Point Michel. Long ball gets there. The ball with Warrington. Warrington is robbed of the ball. The ball there with number 23, Odell Laville, gets it into the center, trying to get Joseph. Cleared away nicely. Tristan Shillingford loses the ball. Warrington is with it now. Pokes it nicely. Pokes it to Perry Charles. Charles with the ball. Can he get the equalizer? A loud shout, and the referee.
That was a very close call, Carter, because the defender leg was stretched. Very close call, Carter, but the referee's in control.
Ball there to number 12. Number 12 pushes it right across. Point Michel, can they get the equalizer? Is robbed of the ball there. Good hard work there done. And Bridas takes a shot, and the goalkeeper, Bukad, has no difficulty whatsoever in gathering this one. Shillingford with the ball. Number 8 passes it to Laville. Laville finds Bertrand. Bertrand with the ball. Goes inside. Well stopped there in his tracks. There by number 12. Number 12, Malachi Labad. Ball with Point Michel. Pushes it across. Gives it to Charles. Charles tries to get Warrington. Can he get the ball inside? He does well to maintain it inside. The ball, Warrington can't get to it, and it looks like ball continues through Thomas. Thomas gives it to Laville. Laville pushes it right across to number 15 it is. Number 15, one of the substitutes was come on for Dublanc. Number 15, Pachenko. Pachenko loses the ball back to Savio Ansem, gives a lovely pass over on the left wing. Ball still with number 19, pushes it across to Laville. Laville delays somewhat, and Pachenko takes a shot, and it goes wide. Wide of the post, going for the far post, Pachenko, and the ball goes into touch for a goal kick there to Point Michel. So we're into the final moments of this match. An exciting match here at Stock Farm, the technical center. Good conditions, good artificial grass, no bad bunks, everything, lines well painted, and certainly things looking quite good here at the DFA Technical Center at Stock Farm. Good crowd on hand. A bit later we will be seeing a next match between Bath Estate and St. Joseph. So it will be a free kick to be taken over on the western side by Point Michel. They haven't got much more time. Maybe just added time now. Extra time. Injury time. as it looks like Warrington. He kicks with both left and right. Takes a right footer. Nice one. Headed away. Gives it to Laville. Laville clears. We'll find Millier. Millier will control. Will turn back and play it back to his goalkeeper safely. Regis plays it back to Millier. Millier. Bert Kazimi is calling for the ball. He's going. He wants to beat everybody. He goes it, keeps it across, but the defender clears nicely. Brian Thomas in control, gives it to Bertrand. Bertrand with the ball, gives Joseph a chance there, but the defender does well and really stops Joseph in his tracks. So they have really marked Joseph quite well this afternoon, not allowing him any freedom.
Yes, Carter, and the captain for the Point Michel, the center defender, played a very good game, Carter, for the afternoon. Saved his team a lot of goals this afternoon, Carter.
Yes, Marcus Bridas, exceptional defensive work together with Millier, Jacques-Claude Millier, and Bridas. They really defended excellently, but they could not stop Briel from getting a goal. A chance there, a header, and the ball goes into touch. Laville taking the header, and the ball goes into touch. It seems it will be a corner kick to Dublanc.
Yes, the ball coming out of a Point Michel player, and Carter, everything seems to be cooling down. There's a couple more minutes to go before the end of that game, and the defending Premier League champion might be going through to the next round, Carter, the round of 16.
Most definitely. So Dublanc in full control, header, and well done once again by Regis, really preventing that header from Erskine Williams, who had left the defense. He usually comes up a tall player, but Regis did well and prevented the ball from entering the goal. A counter attack by Point Michel, but to no avail. As
a little too hard, Carter, that ball was played a little too hard.
Ball goes to Burkhardt. Burkhardt pushes it across there, gives it to Bertrand. The dying moments where they try to hold the ball. They give it there to Tristan Shillingford. Shillingford loses the ball, and a few errors there by Dublanc in their defensive half, but not really been made to pay for it. Here is an attack once again by Joseph. Joseph tries to beat his man. And once again, number 7 there on this occasion. Number 7, Dante Warrington, really preventing the player. And the referee whistle goes. The end of the match. A disappointing loss there to Petro Caribe Point Michel. A victorious Dublanc team will celebrate. They win this match by 2-1. 2 goals, one scored by Brian Thomas. The second goal scored by Jaime Maxim. It was Bert Kazimi who had Petro Caribe Point Michel going ahead in the 14th minute of the first half, and in the second half we saw 2 goals by Dublanc, pulling it back and walking away with a fine victory here at Stock Farm.
A fine victory, and you can see the crowd, and you can see the amount of people that's there, Carter. Fine victory by Dublanc. So Dublanc booked themselves into the round of 16, Carter. And as you know, a lovely match played by the defending champion, and they're making it through to the next round, Carter.
Yes, indeed. Good football, good atmosphere, a good crowd, a good vocal crowd, and the game was good. Point Michel had their moments. Dublanc enjoyed their moments, but in the end, it's all Dublanc with goals, a brilliant goal from Brian Thomas in the second half, because you remember that Petro Caribe Point Michel went into the first half with a lead of 1-0. Goal scored by Bert Kazimi in the 14th minute, and then in the 7th minute of the second half, Brian Thomas equalized with a superb shot taken and really got past the goalkeeper Regis, who had a wonderful match so far. Then we had in the 49th minute the go-ahead goal by Jaim Maxim. 49th minute, getting a ball and coming in from the left side and slotting the ball in. So a good victory there for the Central Cooperative Credit Union Dublanc, the league champions. Now they have moved on to the round of 16. Dublanc winning here over Petro Caribe Point Michel. The next match will be a match between Blue Waters Bath Estate and St. Joseph Football Club. So until it's time to rejoin us when the game begins, we send you back to your studios.